Emily Galindo, with 2 shots, becomes Emily the Widow.
Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. I cannot wait to break this down. Emily Galindo going on a wee killing spree.
But before we talk about the killing spree, let's give a pat in it. Emily scream. Ah! There you go. I mean, let's be honest. We've seen this scream at least twice in every single promo trailer for every single episode, so we may as well do one in the video as well.
It's really embarrassing.
Paying respect to Emily.
It's actually disgraceful how much they used this. It was literally...
I think it was the same scream, time and time again.
Yeah, like the official trailer for the season had her sideways in bed going, ah! And then there was just all these ones, and this fucking come on. That's all the character. Awful actress, honestly. Couldn't act anywhere. Just how, like, screaming. That's all it is.
Couldn't act anywhere.
Aye. You like that one? I'm proud of that one. Yeah, we'd do a better job than Emily Galindo. I just can't believe, right? Let's get into the bloody meat and grind of this, man. Miguel survives 50 episodes, get took out like this. He picks up a kid's toy, walks in, gets shot twice.
Technically, he survived 49 because this was 50 and he didn't survive it. So, I think you should retract that and say it again.
He appeared in 50 episodes.
Doesn't matter, he didn't survive 50.
What about Jax? Did he survive 50?
No, he didn't.
Did he survive 93 or whatever it was, 92?
No, he didn't survive the last one, did he? Could he get fucking wiped out by a semi?
Yeah, we don't know if he died before it faded to black.
Well, we don't know if Galindo died. He could have got took to the hospital and they could have given him CPR and he might still be alive.
His body was cold.
Says who? Did you touch it?
No, but Emily screamed because her suit was too cold. But anyway, guys, Miguel Galindo has died, and thoughts on it. It's been a week. You've had time to digest this, like you do with most of your food. So
alright, digest it. Okay, I'll tell you what it tastes like after it's been digested, and that taste is still 100% shite, because when she killed him, my first thought was, what a waste. Galindo, we don't get the reveal of him being the brother of the Reyes's, and I always imagined that it would come down to Galindo and Easy. You can argue that Easy has got bigger fish to fry and he's got his own story arc or whatever, but the story pretty much always looked like, how many threats, how many times did we see a confrontation between Easy and Galindo? We know the bad blood was there. We even got it at the start of this episode when Galindo appeared at the funeral of Felipe. I just thought it would always come down to a showdown between these two, and the fact that they were brothers, that could have been fuel to the fire. You know, that could have actually made the relationship worse, but we never actually find out if it does. And the last thing we pretty much see is just these two having a stare down, with Easy telling Galindo, "You're not family," even though he technically is. So just a wasted opportunity. They go with Emily killing Galindo. It would have been so much better if Galindo just killed Emily in season 3 and got it over with, got it done with, but for whatever reason they didn't do that. You know, that would have been a good thing to do. I think that would have took Galindo's character to the next level. The fact that he's capable of killing his wife, he's capable of killing the mother of his child, but they didn't do that. And I mean, if you look at Emily and Galindo's story arcs over the last 2 seasons, like, what a fucking waste of time. Galindo's season 4 was horrible. Emily's season 4 was horrible. I mean, the season 5 just did not really do much with her being held prisoner. I think they could have just ended this in season 3.
I think what it would have been good, though, if he did kill Emily, it shows he was actually he was willing to kill his wife over the death of his mother, so that would make you think, well, it doesn't matter if they're his half-brothers. If they killed Day, he's going to want revenge on them too. But then he spared her, and then we don't even get the reveal or anything, and I just can't believe that we got such an underwhelming death for... I'm not saying Miguel Galindo's the greatest character of all time, but seeing the first couple of seasons, he was a big deal.
He was the main antagonist.
And see this season, right, we literally, to wrap it up, Emily was under house arrest, went to the grocery store a few times, that wouldn't work, got trained up to shoot by Luis, installed cameras to frame them, boom, good night. That could have been wrapped up within 3 episodes, and what they have to just drag everything out. And we thought initially she was just going to kill Luis, because like you had to wait till the reveal. He's like, I do all of Mr. Galindo's dirty work. But the whole time she was going to kill them both anyway, so we didn't even need that. Didn't matter who killed Erin. She knew Miguel put the hit. So, again, I can't believe it actually ended like this. And he comes down the stairs. Oh, what happened? And she's fully on like this. The fucking gun's right up in the air. Oh, I don't know what happened. And the gun's fucking banging off the roof. It's quite
She's
obvious.
standing there. Galindo's laying there dead, and Luis just runs down as if it's like Cristobal's like crying or something, or Cristobal's hungry, or Miguel's fucking turned the TV off and he's angry. I mean, what?
Well, Miguel's lying dead on the floor. And instead of going over to Miguel, he's going over to her. Miguel! He's the boss of the family, but of course, he can't go to Miguel, because if he goes to Miguel, then, for plot purposes, he's on the camera feed, and then they can't set up the suicide.
Plus, when you think about it, wouldn't this look totally suspicious? Because they're going to know the date that those cameras were installed, and we know that this event happens not that long. I'm not sure factually like how many days, but this pretty much happens not long after these cameras are installed. Things like that would be looked into.
Was it not last episode they got installed? Episode 9?
Yeah, but I don't know what that is in terms of days.
Yeah, but Felipe gets shot and then his funeral happens, so it couldn't have been that long.
I don't think it'd be more than a week.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing they'd look into. The fact that they're looking at these cameras for evidence, they would take note of the fact, these cameras were just installed last week. That's pretty coincidental.
And you think the Inspector General would look into that, considering how suspicious it is that Galindo died?
Yeah, and how much she needed Galindo. I don't think... we don't know what happens, because this is the end, and the last we see of Emily is kind of her sitting outside with a blanket wrapped around her in an ambulance. I kind of wish the blanket was wrapped around her neck very tightly, but it wasn't. I just think that we're never really going to find out if Emily gets a happy ending or whatnot, but I believe she'd get found out here. I just don't think her story would hold up. It doesn't really make sense. The bodyguard was jealous. So the bodyguard is jealous of Galindo because Galindo's got the wife, Galindo's got the kid. So the bodyguard kills Galindo, and then when he's got Galindo out of the way and he could potentially take that place, he decides to shoot himself as well. Logically, does that make sense?
No.
No, it really doesn't.
After about 2 hours in an interrogation room, Emily would fold, and this would be out in the open. But of course, it's in Mayans, well, we don't have integral good stories.
Plus, if Dexter was on the scene here, I mean, he could determine the height, the angles that this gun was pulled, and I'm pretty sure Dexter, within 2.7 seconds, would tell you that the shooter was female, approximately the same height as Emily Galindo.
I actually feel like Dexter creates plot holes for every TV show.
Down, 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 down,
Because
down.
I've never seen anything in a TV show where, oh, well, the blood went that way, so that's impossible. I've never fucking seen that before.
You're a liar, dogs.
You dumb bastard, but I'd actually pay money for Dexter to bust it. No, I'd pay money for Emily to be lying on Dexter's
Wrapped up in bubble wrap?
Aye, I would. But sadly, guys, that's not going to happen. Emily Galindo survives. This is probably going to be the last video we ever do talking about Emily in the series finale.
We might do a Q&A on Emily and we'll discuss her entire run in the series.
Shh. Whoa, I fell asleep there, buddy.
I just don't think this needed to be in the final episode, did it?
No, of course it didn't. That's what I just said.
But
we literally dragged out a season worth of stuff for her going to a grocery store, setting up cameras, learning to shoot, and then shooting them.
I know I don't want to sound too repetitive, but it's almost like Elgin James. He wanted all the main characters to get to the final episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could say, oh yeah, add, delete, or whatever, right? Okay, that's one. But it's like, realistically, if you wanted season 5 to be better, I think you could have spread these deaths throughout the episode. You had some episodes where nothing was really happening.
First 3 episodes, no one relevant died. Actually, no, first 5 episodes, no one relevant died. Old Travis and Lobo and a few members of Inland Empire.
And we didn't need multiple back-to-back episodes of Emily planning and trying to make an escape. They could have wrapped up this whole Emily and Galindo stuff a lot sooner. They could have done better, but I just think Elgin James wanted everyone to almost stick around to the final episode. That's my opinion. I'm not changing my mind on that.
we could talk all day about what we could have done here, but at the end of the day, I think that's a video for a different day. You know what? I think the happy death could have been like the premiere. Kick off with a bang. Fucking Sam Crow member dead. Sets up Sam Crow joining for the whole season. But what do we get, guys? He wrapped in Hall. We got grocery scenes. We got camera setups. We got Sophia and her ex-boyfriend whose mother loves Jesus, damn it. But as Gemma Teller once said, Jesus is just a man who mows my lawn. So until next time, peace. Like that wee line there.